All
And
right. I
we're
see
alive.
we're live, man. We're
Yep,
live.
yep, 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 yep.
It's a very good day in the US. You know that?
Yeah, yeah. Hold on.
A lot of big news. New
Mm-hmm. A
York
lot of
won
things.
today, bro.
Say
New
again.
York. New York made it to the finals. New York is
Why they
in the
won?
NBA. Yeah, they won. They beat Boston. New York is
That's
in the NBA finals, and the whole street is on fire.
oh shit. That's crazy.
It's not like literal fire, but yo, you
Yeah, I
should have
know.
seen.
They
You
beat
know what they
Celtic.
do in New York? They beat Celtics butt, man, and they celebrate like they're crazy. They block the whole street, stopping all the Celtics bus from leaving the place, man. They were rubbing it in their nose. Some guy
Yeah.
climb up on the top of a building and sitting down there. It's like, man,
Damn, you
all kind
can't
of.
blame them,
Mm. What they
man.
said it been 30 years.
Yeah. So now they play. Who do they? They play Cleveland.
Cleveland got their ass whoop.
Oh damn.
Cleveland Cleveland only won one game, bro. Only one. The
So
pride
who do they
game.
play now?
They're playing Indiana.
Oh
The one we weren't even expecting is like
yeah.
out of nowhere. Indiana came out, and Indiana is in the finals together with New York.
Damn.
The world is a crazy place right now. Golden State
Yo,
went home. Right now, Timberwolves is gonna face
Denver.
most likely Denver or Thunder, one of them. We don't know
Yeah.
who's going to win right now. So tomorrow is going to be a very, very big game.
Okay.
If Thunder win, it's over. If Denver win, I think there's one more game. I can't remember. Is it game 6 or game 7? Let me
Oh,
just
okay.
double check that.
Damn. I'm
Yeah,
happy for
but
New York though.
I hear that.
I'm happy for New York, at least.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's good for New York. It's good for the NBA too.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the big LA teams are gone. So if we
Yeah.
don't have if you
You
don't
know, a
have
big
a
market.
team like yeah, if you don't have a team like New York left in it, then the ratings is gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes
so
a lot of sense.
I think tomorrow is gonna be um the game between um Thunder and Denver, and the winner
Okay.
of that game is gonna play against the Timberwolves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Oh,
basically, if Denver lose, it's a new leaf has been turned in the NBA because all the young teams are taking over. All the old teams are home.
yeah, that's crazy.
If Denver win, there's no old team, no old soul left. It's all young teams, like guys who come out of nowhere or who was like drinking milk from their mom when
Yeah.
LeBron was playing.
That's crazy though, no? That
Yeah,
is
look at how the things turned.
yeah, that is crazy.
20
That
years
is,
later, man. 20 years later.
yeah, it happens. They won one already, so at least
Hmm.
yeah, they can have an early vacay, so but if New York wins, that's gonna be crazy.
Yo, if New York win that finals against Indiana,
The
the
rating is gonna
city
be
is
through the roof.
the city is gonna go in at 2.0.
Yeah,
But I back in I'm gonna back New York for that one. I want them to win at least the Eastern Conference.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
let, let them get something.
Yeah, imagine imagine New York Timberwolves in the final.
That would be nice. But
Yeah,
then I'm gonna go with Timberwolves. I gotta go with my Ant Man on that one.
yeah, yeah.
But either way, it's like a new champion. Timberwolves haven't won shit in a long time. I don't even think they have any. Did they win any championships? I
Nah,
don't even know.
nah. But this is crazy because they are under new management now, and all of a sudden, this is crazy.
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
I'm glad the Celtics lose. If it's
Yeah,
one thing I'm happy about, I never wanted Boston to win anything, man. I don't like those guys at all. So I was smiling the whole time when I was like, oh, I wake up to that news because I didn't do the pod this morning. I got home in the morning, like
yeah,
around 7 a.m. So I was like, nah, man, I can't push that hour envelope and then just do a live for 3 hours after staying up till 7 a.m. I
yeah.
couldn't take it. I just went to sleep.
She,
Oh wow.
it's not easy.
Yeah.
It is not easy. Yeah. So no, game one is on Monday.
This I think according to what I heard, it's supposed to be on Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday. Okay.
Um, like the finals starting with New York and
Okay.
Indiana because right now tomorrow is gonna be OKC game, and then they're supposed to rest for like 3 days or 2 days, and then the
Yeah.
next game.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see what happened, man. So
Um,
yeah, by Wednesday we should have a next game. Like the final should start.
oh, okay. Makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Shit.
the trial of the century is still going on. Today was day two
With
of,
Diddy?
yeah, of
Ooh.
cross examination. This is wild actually.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday Cassie was on the stand, and this morning he was cross examined by Diddy's defense team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think we have some excerpts from the trial. And before
So
we
we
do,
got audio?
nah, it's they don't allow audio.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they don't allow. They don't even allow cameras in there. So everything
Man,
is.
audio would have been having the audio would have
They should
been
have,
awesome.
yeah, they
This
should have just broadcast this nationwide so that
I mean, if they don't want the video, it's cool, but give us the audio, man. Like
Yeah,
give
yeah,
the
that
reporters
would have
something to
been
work with.
fired.
Yeah, man.
That would have been fired because the trial has been fired so far.
Mm.
And this is just a nasty human being, man. This guy just not just not for your daughters just to walk out alone just tells you, man, this guy they're like, we can't hear this no more. You
Oh, they
know,
left the trial.
they left the
Oh.
trial because they realized our daddy is just a nasty dead bug,
Mm.
just freaky, you
So
know.
they talk about the stuff he did to Cassie, huh?
Yeah, they talked about everything. And first, the prosecutors put Cassie on the stand, and then they paint a vivid picture of how and why Diddy is such a terrible human being, and the
Mm-hmm.
drugs they were on. Yo, CJ, Diddy at one point, right? They
Mm-hmm.
were like, okay, since you have a movie coming on, I think we're gonna do the free cup. We're not gonna go all day. We're gonna start from maybe 7 and finish at 7 p.m., right? And finish
Mm-hmm.
at 4 a.m. so that you can have some time to sleep before you go for your movie premiere. I'm like, yo, these people are having a 9 hour freak off, and that 9 hour freak off is not like the longest, like because she has something to do, they're gonna cut it short. I'm like, yo, yo,
So it's like they have her doing the freak off for 9 hours and then she take a break and then go to shoot the movie after.
yeah, go for the movie premiere because the movie is already done. So the premiere is
Oh
coming up
wow.
that the following day. So they're, okay, because of the premiere, she needs a rest and her vitamins and everything. So we're gonna cut the freak off short. And that short
Mm.
freak off is like 9 hours. I'm like, yo,
Celebrating before the premiere, bro. Celebrating
yo,
early. She
this
gotta,
is
she gotta
nasty.
like she gotta put in the work to get the award.
Yo, this is nasty. And at one point in time, right? They said, Didi, hold on, let's just go step by step, man. So that
Okay, let's go right. Let's go for it then.
yeah. So this is from Sky News. Diddy trial as it happened. Combs acted strangely at dinner before alleged rape, as Cassie says she doesn't hate him. All right. So just to get you up to speed, what the prosecution is focusing on is not the beating.
Okay.
They are focusing on the rape, just a one-time
Okay.
rape, right? Because Cassie is alleging that Diddy raped her. So the prosecution is only focused on that rape, not the beating.
When did he like? So he raped her in the earlies, and then they became boyfriend girlfriend.
Nah, the rape happened like they were deep into their 11-year relationship when the rape happened.
Okay. All right. Go through the details, man.
All right. So let's do this. So this is the cross examination. Cassie told Combs, "I'm not a rag doll." She denies dance with Chris Brown as Diddy ran off with the phone. And what Cassie or Diddy running with the phone is Cassie was somebody videotaped Cassie having sex with somebody and masturbate,
Oh,
right? So
who
come to find
who
out, right?
masturbating? Cassie masturbating and having sex with somebody else.
Apart from Diddy. So
Oh,
this
okay.
shit is just open. Whoa, this shit is just up the top nasty. We all thought Diddy was the bad guy here, but then after the cross examination from the defense, they were like, yo, Cassie is also a
they're
nasty
they're
girl.
they're both nasty.
She's both nasty.
That's why they were together, you know.
So apparently Cassie was threatening the guy, like, you don't if you don't delete the video, if I don't have the video back, I'm gonna kill you. I've never killed anybody before, but I'm gonna pay somebody to kill you. So Diddy finally got the tape. So Diddy used the tape to blackmail her. It's like, okay, I need some freak off. If you don't give me the freak off today, I'm releasing the tapes. Right. So so come to find out, Cassie really enjoyed the freak offs
Hmm.
until it wasn't fun for her anymore. You know.
Hmm.
And at a point in time, Diddy was like, man, I don't want to do the freak off. So it's like this shit is weird. So it got to a point, Diddy doesn't want the freak off, Cassie wants the freak offs, right?
Hmm.
And then Diddy getting back, having the freak off, and Cassie doesn't want. So it's like back and forth, sort of. I don't want to do it. I want to do it. So and the prosecution painted Diddy like a bad, nasty guy. And after the cross examination from the defense, they were like, at one point when they finally broke out, right? Like they broke up the relationship,
Hmm.
and Diddy, the guy that Cassie married, Diddy hired a guy to train Cassie,
Train her for what? Train her like to
physical
do.
trainer.
Oh, okay, okay. The physical trainer. Okay.
So Diddy didn't know Cassie was fucking the physical trainer too. So Diddy didn't know. Diddy was paying the guy.
And he was banging her in secret.
Yeah. So the day Diddy found out was when Diddy and Cassie was having sex, and the guy called. That was when Diddy found out.
Oh.
And Diddy found out Cassie was sleeping with Kid Cudi in South Africa later on. So Cassie was just also being,
Banging around
he was
like.
being freaky underground. And Diddy was like, okay, since you are being freaky, I'm also going to be freaky. So Diddy started having other ladies too on the side.
Hmm.
So this shit went on for a very long time until the alleged sexual assault happened. That was the final straw, and then we thought that was the
Oh.
final straw, right?
Oh, so maybe that assault. Remember when we saw him like grabbing her and beating her up? Maybe something happened.
Oh,
Like she
okay.
do
So
something he shouldn't do.
that beating happened, and I think a week later they had a different freak off. So that beating was also a freak off. But then Diddy found out like Cassie was doing ketamine. It's like they do drugs, but Diddy
Mm-hmm.
doesn't want Cassie to do the drugs with her friends. Diddy only
Mm-hmm.
want Cassie to do the drugs with him. So
Okay.
Cassie also developed different relationship with other people that she's doing drugs with, and didn't really like that very much, right?
Oh, okay.
So the hotel beating was part of like just a freak off, and something went around, you know.
Oh.
Yeah. So a week later, because these were text messages that they were reading, and after when they were like, okay, was that the last time after the beating? They said no, they planned a different freak off, and Cassie is like, I don't like that guy, so this time the freak off we're gonna do it my way. That's in the text message. So
Mm-hmm.
the whole thing is just nasty. Even after they broke out, and Diddy's like, "Oh, I wish you all the best. I think you're gonna be a very beautiful and handsome mother, and all the best in your marriage and everything." And Cassie's like, "Oh, thank you." And Diddy's like, you think you can give me one last freak off before?" Um, Hold
Diddy
on,
gotta
man. Let
call
me
in
do
the
that.
favor, man. Diddy
Yo,
gotta
this shit is
call in
nice.
the favor.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see what I can see this, man. Let me see. What was that? Diddy is just gay, man. Diddy just have to come out and say I'm gay, but he
Mm.
doesn't want to do that because apparently Diddy love to hire like Diddy and Cassie. They pay like escort, right? Pay them like
Mm-hmm.
5,000, 10,000, or sometimes 40,000 just to have sex with Cassie. And Diddy will be in the corner jerking off.
Ah.
Yeah. And when they're done, it's like just put a semen all over his body or nipples, not his semen, the guy's semen, right? Diddy's
Over
just
on Diddy? Diddy
yeah,
wanted to see one on him?
yeah, just on his nipple. Diddy's just nasty. So a lot of the time he's not even having the sex with Cassie, right? He's just watching other guys bang Cassie, and then he's in the corner just checking off. And giving he's like a movie director. I said, no, man, the Cassie is too dry. Add some baby oil. So
Oh, that's right. That's why we need all that baby oil, huh?
yo, so this
Ooh.
there's just some freakouts can last the whole day. And
Mm,
like what that is like we're doing drugs, drinking, just having sex, and this shit is nasty, bro. This shit is really nasty.
mm.
You know.
Like, so wait, when they bang like that, how did they walk straight after?
Yeah, Cassie is like sometimes I need to take like a day or two off just to recuperate and get my IVs and my vitamins and multivitamins in because sometimes we go all day, you
Because
know.
that area of the woman can bruise up,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, and
especially
yeah,
dried up.
and she's like, did he give her like UTI, a lot of nasty diseases. And I'm
Oh,
like, yeah, it's like, yo, this shit is nasty. And did he give her all that? And like the husband is still there listening to all this bullshit. I was like, man, I would have filed for divorce that same day. I'm
well,
gone.
he knew what he was signing up for from the beginning.
Yeah,
He was the side piece. Now he became the main course.
yeah, you know,
Not to say maybe they have an open relationship too.
yeah. And then sometimes like some of the cross examination, and Diddy is like, did you come with her? And the guy's like, yeah. He says, no, but I can't see no cum. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't see no cum. It's nasty, man. Diddy's like, you sure you come? And the guy's like, yeah, I did. He said, but why can't I see the cum? Like, yo, this Diddy talking to the escort that they hired, man. It's like Diddy's like, I can't see nothing. I can't. And then when they finish and they together they peed on like Cassie. It's like, okay, it's time to pee now. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? Yo, this is
give
not.
her give her a golden shower.
Yo, yo, it is nasty, bro. No wonder the children was like, now we can hear this. They just walk out. You
Hmm.
know, we just they just walk out. And it got to a point that Cassie's like, I don't like the guys Diddy is bringing because they're just paying different escorts and everything. And Cassie's
Hmm.
like, that's why I realized Diddy's gay because Cassie is like, okay, I want to bring other females into the relationship, and Diddy didn't like that. Diddy just want the guys,
Mm.
you know.
So
Diddy's
he's
just
like he's trying to stay in the closet.
yeah, you know.
Ah.
By that way, people can say he's gay because he have Cassie there. You know, if you remove Cassie out of the equation, Diddy is just having sex with these guys. You know,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Diddy is just nasty, and that's I think that's why they didn't broadcast this thing because this shit is nasty. This is
Hmm.
yeah, free coughs in like nasty areas and this is nasty. This is
Mm.
nasty. You know, it's like this
You
thing.
know, you remember there's rumors of him and Will Smith. So
Okay,
maybe it's true. Maybe it's true, man.
yeah. So yeah, so the Cassie is like Cassie really enjoyed it from the beginning, right? It was fun
Hmm.
until it became like she said it was fun until it became like a job almost.
Mm.
She wasn't a talented musician, but she had a music career.
Hmm.
So she stopped all that just to be a freak of queen. And she's like, in the beginning, it was cool and all, and then it just became a career now. It's like we organizing freak offs in random places, in hotels all around the world, just getting new guys in, just freaking off. And she's like, man, I can't do this anymore. And she's like, she can't do this anymore, right? Let me see
Hmm.
what I can find this. Um,
This is the hotel.
yeah, this is a hotel video, right? And I realized Cassie is also lying. She's just lying, in
Well, if she was that down and dirty, of course she wouldn't want certain points to come out, you know?
yeah,
Gotta hide certain parts because you did it either way.
yeah. And
So
guess
you
what?
tell it. Hmm.
She was the one paying all the guys that for the freak of everything. Diddy was not the person paying the freak of guys. Cassie was
Hmm.
the one paying not Diddy's money, obviously.
Hmm.
But she was the one paying everybody. And she was the one going to the stores and all the pharmaceuticals to get the drugs and
Mm.
the freak of materials and everything.
Okay.
You know, and she also was recording too. So Didi was not the only person recording. She was also recording a lot of videos. So she also had a lot of videos on her laptop. So this like a lot of consensual thing was going on. There was a lot of consent there, right? So the defense realized if they focus on other aspect of it, Didi is going to walk away free, right? So they want to
Hmm.
focus on the rape. Cassie is like Didi allegedly raped her or no
But I
sexually
don't really get.
assaulted.
I don't really get it. How like you could rip someone that like they're actually doing this shit
Yeah.
all the
Yes.
time. So it's like I don't really get it.
Yeah. And it's like you are like maybe halfway into your 11-year relationship, and you said, and then it's like, okay, that was the last straw. And by it's not like she filed a police report or anything,
Mm.
right? So I think that was just a ploy for her to get away and get married to that guy. And then
Okay.
in the cross examination, one Diddy was like, let me see what I can find out. I don't know why they're omitting it here. Hold on. Uh, Hold on. Wait.
But what did Didi have to say towards all of this, though?
Diddy's just quiet because he's not gonna go on the stand. He can't say anything. He just has to sit here and listen to everything.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's the procedure. So all he has to do is listen. But I can see from those that were in the courtroom, they were like, at some point, Diddy. You can see in his face like Diddy realized Cassie was just omitting some fact, or she's just lying blatantly, you
Mhm.
know. Because at one point when she finally got away from Diddy and she I think got married, and Diddy was like, "Can we have one last freak off?" And the girl was like, "No, not one last freak off. I want to have the first freak off of my life." Diddy is like, "Can you give me the last freak off? And then I wish you all the best in your marriage and everything." And Cassie was like, "Last freak off. I want the first freak off of my life." And what that tells me is like, oh, even though she was about to get married, she's still into these freak off things.
Mm.
So Diddy is like, yo, so the defense just shred her to pieces on the stand. And Diddy paid her 20 million for the video, like
Which
for the
video?
settlement, right?
Mhm.
So Cassie didn't tell the government that she secretly sued the hotel for releasing the video.
Oh.
So she contacted the hotel and then told the hotel, okay, for you for releasing the video, I'm gonna sue you. And the hotel is like, okay, we'll settle for 10 million. But she didn't tell the government that the hotel is about to give her 10 million, right?
Mhm.
So I think the hotel being like petty, they contacted Diddy's defense team and they were like, okay, we're about to pay this girl 10 million, right? And I'm not sure the government is aware of it.
Mhm.
So Diddy's defense team raised the issue on the stand and like, um, have you filed a lawsuit against the hotel, Intercontinental Hotel? And she's like, something like that. And she's like, are you getting? And the defense is like, are you getting paid? And she's like, we're talking about it. And the government is like, okay, um, motion to dismiss because we are unaware. The judge is like, nah, man. Uh, Carry on. And the defense was like, we heard you're getting paid 10 million. When have you settled for the 10 million? And she said, I think a couple of days ago. And the defense is like, no, you settled 10 million last week before the trial began because you want to hurry up and get paid before the trial began. And she's like, yeah, something like that. And the defense is like, okay, so before you got paid 20 million, once you got married to this guy, there was no money coming in. This guy is a physical trainer. He doesn't make no money. So you became the breadwinner. And
Mhm.
did he stop paying you? So all of a sudden you wanted to go on a tour of Europe and you haven't released a music video or music in a very long time. But because there's no income coming in, you're about to go on a tour. And all of a sudden, you settle with Diddy for 20 million and
Mhm.
no more tour. So, did you do it just for the money, or did you just not find it necessary enough to go on tour? And she's like, something just came up. So
Mhm.
the defense is trying to paint it as like she's just after the money. That was
Yeah,
why
well,
they were
she
like, did
shake
you
down
pay
two
them?
people. She shake down Didi and she shake down the hotel. In total, she
Yeah,
make 30 million.
yeah, she got away with 30 million.
Hmm, hmm,
So if the jurors are fair enough, I think Diddy is gonna walk, bro.
hmm.
Because they were like, Diddy is sex trafficking and Rico. I'm like, and now they are not even naming. If somebody sex trafficking, it means they have to
Name
name.
some victims.
Yeah, but now they've not even named anybody. It's only Cassie that they focus on.
But then again, it could be the models because they were paying the models to have sex. Maybe those models are from different states, so they call it sex trafficking.
Yeah, but those models, they are escorts.
Mm-hmm.
They are not just they travel across state lines anyway because they are escorts. They are legally binded to be escorts, right? They
Mm-hmm.
pay their tax and everything.
Okay.
And the escorts have not even received no money from Diddy. It's Cassie that pays them. So this whole thing is just the case is just wild open, man. And then the other witnesses that they are calling is Danity Kane. They signed to Diddy, and they are going to testify that Diddy beat Cassie. So it's just going to be focused on just. I don't see this case going like um Diddy might get
But
off.
it tells you that, this is just the Cassie video, which Didi knew was going to
Yeah,
get released, and he was not worried about that one. So imagine about the one he was worried about, bro.
yeah, and and apparently he paid 400,000. He paid 400,000 to the hotel staff not to release the video,
Mm.
and they still
Oh,
release
Didi also paid money to the hotel staff.
400,000.
Mm. Everybody taking their cut, man.
Yeah, everybody taking your cut. So and I thought Cassie was just innocent in all this, you know, and come to find out, man.
Oh, I see the thing where you say, "Do you want to have our last freak off tonight?" To which she responded, "I don't want to freak off for the last time. I want it to be the first time for the rest of our lives."
Yeah, and these are text message between Didi and Cassie.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, so you see, and so that what that tells me, you are about to get married,
Mhm.
and Didi is like, okay, I wish you all the best, but can we have one last one? Because they are not living together at that point, and
Mhm.
she's like, no, man, I want it to be the first time for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, I was like, do it like if
Yeah,
it was the first time.
yeah. See, okay, at the
Oh
end of the
shit.
day, Don Richard, right, a former member of the girl group Danity Kane, and Trio Dirty Money gave evidence telling the court she observed Combs attacking Cassie, including the time he hit her over the head with a skillet of eggs, right? So
Mm.
these are the witnesses, and the witnesses are not saying what Diddy did to them, but what the witness Diddy doing to Cassie.
Mm.
So this might just turn into maybe some domestic violence bullshit.
Mm.
Because even if, yeah, so this is just uh I don't know, man. I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know. So uh okay.
Didi's the frat king, man. He's the
Yeah.
frat king.
Yo, did he like his freak off? Uh yeah. They said they can go
Baby
out.
oil, lubricant, and
Yeah,
moonlight. Moonlighting.
yeah. And Diddy and Cassie were doing astroglide. Okay, they said Diddy like the astroglide because yeah, he wants everywhere slippery and they say every 5 minutes he's like, we are too dry, we need more baby oil. So yo, but this is crazy. Yo, this is crazy. Yeah, so and Cassie was crying too, so um
Those tears are, those kind of fake tears setting up the stage looking for
yeah.
sympathy.
And what the defense is trying to paint Diddy as, right? They said
Mm.
Diddy, everything Diddy do was premeditated, right? So they
Mm.
asked Cassie, has Diddy ever blacked out? And it's like, yeah, because he was doing a lot of drugs. Sometimes he doesn't remember. This sometimes he remembers and pretend he doesn't remember, and sometimes he doesn't just remember. Because they
Mm.
were doing a lot of ketamine and MDH, and they were doing a bunch of drugs together. You know, so Diddy's just gay, man. Yeah, Diddy's just gay.
Well, if he's gay, he's gonna get a lot of service in the jail.
Yeah,
Maybe he wanna stay there.
yeah, you know. And then from what they are paying is like he doesn't have the what do they call it, just for men. He doesn't have the just for men. So his grays are all coming out now, you know. So uh,
Mhm.
yeah, so it's just he might get off light, man. Yeah,
Well, you already start to serve some time, right? So basically,
yeah,
you might end up just serving like a year or two and be
yeah,
out, But because like what's going on in this case, because of the how they're showing, like a lot
yeah,
of the thing is consensual.
yeah. A lot of it was consensual.
A lot
Cassie
of it is
even admitted it.
consensual, and the whole thing is that they were a couple,
Yeah,
So like there's a fine line between that. Sometimes people go a little bit too rough,
yeah. Diddy went to
and
Diddy have no.
because of how they tend to play all the time, the lawyer should
Yeah,
find a way to maybe say what she's alleging as a rape was actually uh
consensual.
an S&M play, because they do a
Yeah,
lot of freak off, they do a lot of cosplay,
yeah,
so you could write it off as that,
yeah,
and Didi pay a big fine,
yeah.
and maybe get a small slap on the wrist, and that's about it.
And one point in time, uh, Didi, Cassie is like, that was after the alleged rape and sexual assault and everything. Didi got a girl pregnant, I think
Hmm.
Vietnamese girl or something pregnant. So Cassie got angry. That was why she left, not for the
uh,
beating. She left because she
uh,
think Didi just have a kid out of nowhere with a girl, and Didi was seeing with that girl, right? That's the and Cassie's like, man, I want to be number one. I don't want you taking care of your ex-wife and your new girl that you got pregnant. So Cassie was
mm,
jealous at that point, right? And Didi's response was like, yeah, but you also slept with Kid Cudi and other people, right? So I also have the right to do
a
what
lot
I
of names came out, who she
yeah,
slept with,
yeah. So it's just all and then that's what I'm saying. This shit is not because read here, right? He said the is that
I like the
apparently,
title. We went hard. We are
yeah,
lucky to be alive. Didi
yeah,
told Cassie in the text. That part is crazy.
apparently Diddy overdosed.
Mm,
So apparently Diddy nearly died because he overdosed on something. And Cassie is like, yeah, that
mm,
was the first time he tried that, and that shit was nasty. That shit we went overboard. So the focus now shifts to series of messages between Diddy and Cassie on March 2019. That was like 5 years ago. And
mm.
then Combs is congratulating Cassie who says she was pregnant at the time. Combe writes,
Oh.
congrats, you make a beautiful mother. God bless. In another message, he says, sending you love and light. What a difference a year makes. Really happy for you. Really happy for you. Have a blessed day.
Mm.
He,
See, they're talking like people. Mm.
yeah. He goes on to thank her for responding to his message. He's saying, it means more than you know. Please know I am always here if you need me.
You see that? They're like friends, man.
Like friends. In a longer message from Com, he says, I'm trying. Just had an operation. Hope this is the last one. I pray for the way we can sit down and I can let you know all the things I'm reflecting on. I thank God for the time we had together. You are the greatest woman in the world. Don't ever forget that.
Wait.
In her
So
response,
that's wait. Look at what we just saw there. I just had an operation. Hope this is the last one. That was
yeah,
not the first time, bro.
yeah, 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 yeah. Diddy was just,
That was not the
yeah,
first time,
that was
man.
not the best time at all. In her response, Cassie says, I don't hate you. I never have. That was after she was pregnant and married and everything.
Mm.
You see? So this whole
But who's
thing.
the daddy of the child, though?
Oh, oh, that's the guy. And she,
Who's the daddy? How is she so sure he's the daddy, man? Right
yeah,
now, the way these people living, you gotta have a DNA test, man.
that's true. And Combs says, one day I hope you can forgive me. We went hard. We are lucky to be alive. You deserve the world. I'm glad you found someone to love you and respect you. When asked to explain the message, Cassie says, we partied a lot. and also confirms that at the time she was still having addiction issues. So the defense just pointed out that Cassie went to rehab for CJ. Cassie told the government that she went to rehab for drug addiction.
Mm.
Come to find out today that she didn't only go to rehab for drug addiction, but she also went there for sex addiction. Yo, yo,
Well, most likely you're doing freak offs like that and you're hoping it's not going to be the last. You definitely have sex addiction. And also having sex for 9 hours, bro.
yo, that
No,
shit.
that's not normal. You know, you have sex like 4 times and then you feel like, okay, I cannot did enough. You're not really
Yeah,
into doing more like as a regular person, but going for 9 hours, bro.
it's nasty. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah, this
That's
is
some
nasty.
different level, man.
Yeah,
And that means she as one girl going for 9 hours, you know?
yeah, you know, did this. So what the government is just focusing on is just maybe something people in relationship and they took it too far. You
Yeah,
know,
that's what it looks like. A relationship that went bad, everything was consensual. And maybe that time when she accusing him of rape, because it was a time, right? It wasn't
yeah,
like she's saying it's a constant thing. That time was just another day when they went too far in sex.
yeah,
Just like they've been doing all the time, going hard. So, hmm,
yeah,
yeah,
man,
you should get away with it.
yeah. This is crazy.
Or maybe she wants him to get away with it. Maybe Didi slide her some more money.
Yeah, and even they asked her, "Can you see Didi?" She said, "Yes." Um, do you still um do you still love him? And the prosecutor was like, the government was like, objection, right? Cassie, and then Cassie, they were like, no, Cassie was like, it's cool. I don't hate him. I'm like, yo, this shit is nasty, bro. This
Hmm.
shit is nasty,
So,
boy.
like, I'm reading this part is like she was supposed to describe what is happening to her while she was having sex with a stranger.
Yeah. Yeah, Diddy is a video. Diddy is a director, man. Diddy
And
is a
recording the videos.
yeah,
I
Diddy is a
guess that's
director,
what
bro.
he uses to get inspiration for his lyrics in his song, man.
Yeah, won't stop, like can't stop, won't stop, man. Take that, so and come to find out they've never I thought they were gonna was it last week that I heard like Diddy, they had a lot of names. I thought by this time we would have heard a lot of names that at the free calls there was a lot of celebrities, and not one single celebrity is named in none of these trial. I'm like, what's going on? Is the government trying to just toss out the case? 'Cause I don't get it.
Mm,
Not one single celebrity or government official is named. So everything
mm.
just focused on Diddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she said Combs made her feel special.
Yo,
That means Didi is a good pimp, man. You know, like those pimps who have like those hookers that work for them.
yeah,
They make them feel good, make them feel special. I guess that's
yeah.
one of
At the bottom
Didi's
there.
good trait. You know.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy, man. But a lot of people, Diddy is just nasty. But being nasty is not a crime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
My
um,
thing is, when Didi get out of that, he will have the license to call himself an original PIMP.
yeah, yeah, that's true.
You know,
That's
50 sing that song. You know, I don't know what you heard about me, but BB,
yeah.
I know what you heard about me.
Shit, man, this nasty.
Yo,
And at a point in time,
next level.
Cassie was even encouraging Diddy, can we have some freak off? you know. And Diddy's like, "Well, I'm having some business meetings right now, but if you are down, I can organize it." And but you just organize it and let me know. I'm sending you a contact. Call the guy and see if you like the guy. So
Mm.
a lot of the time, Diddy is not even having this. Diddy is just like the camera guy. Just
The camera guy, and he choose the guys.
yeah,
Mm.
you know. This shit is nasty, man. This shit is nasty. So yeah, he might do some jail time, but he's not gonna do a long stint. He's just crazy. It is
Oh
just
well. Now they're laundry in the streets. Now I
yeah,
wonder what GD's mom's parties would be like.
yeah. That's nasty. That's
And
nasty.
that
And
means if he likes seeing guys, I mean, he probably learned. That's why he been watching with his mom,
yeah,
you know, as a
yeah.
child.
And
He's
they
probably
still
been
kiss.
watching that.
They kiss on the lips, not as children, as grown-ups. Like,
Hmm, hmm, hmm,
like
hmm.
that's nasty. Like they were just, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I thought that's your mom. Yo, yo, this is nasty.
Maybe he has mommy fantasies too, you know.
Yeah. Yo, this is yo,
Hmm,
man. I don't know, man.
there's
I don't.
no
God,
hope.
God just created some people differently.
Mm, he just bored, man. He like those big Roman emperors, when you got too much money, too much power, and too much time, you start experimenting too much.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what happened with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So I want to read. So I want to read something. This is nasty.
Mm.
Surprising things Combs kept in his luxury NYC hotel room while waiting to be arrested. So after the um the the feds
Uh-huh.
rushed into his apartment and seized all those baby oil right in Miami and LA,
Mm-hmm.
and they found all those baby oil. So I think he had an agreement with the feds that he's going to come to New York and be
Mm-hmm.
arrested. So he told the feds that, okay, this is the day I want to be arrested. So I'm gonna like voluntarily be arrested this day, right? So he moved from Miami to NY. He was arrested in New York. So whilst he was
Mm-hmm.
in New York, he was living in a luxury hotel room, right? So
Mm-hmm.
the day that he was arrested, the day he himself said he wants to be arrested or whatever voluntarily, the prosecutors fought witness to the witness stand briefly on Friday to detail what she and other Homeland Security investigators found inside Diddy's suite in Park Hyatt, New York, right? On that day that he was arrested, Combs checked into the luxury Midtown hotel, his lawyers have said. So those items included a clear plastic bag of baby oil bottles found inside a duffel bag. There were three more bottles of baby oil in his bathtub, alongside two bottles of personal lubricants. Two
Baby
more.
like his baby oil, bro. You can't go
Sure.
nowhere without the baby oil. No wonder he has such a big stack. Because 9 hours, baby oil every 5 minutes. Yo, that's a lot of baby oil, bro.
This is crazy. Two more bottles of lubricant were recovered from a nightstand drawer next to a prescription pill bottle. She said held two small baggies containing pink powder.
What is that pink powder?
I think that pink powder is like cocaine and different breeds of cocaine.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yo, similar bags of pink powder have previously been seized from Combs and tested positive for ecstasy and other drugs. A prosecutor has
Oh, it's
so
a mixture.
it's a
Yo, they
mixture.
mixing everything up, bro.
Yeah. Yo,
Yo, these people crazy. Normally ecstasy and these things, you're not supposed to take it like that.
yeah,
They different, bro.
this is just nasty. While he's sitting in a hotel room waiting to be arrested on federal charges at the time when he should be on his very, very best behavior, he had what appears to be narcotics at his hotel room. You did is nasty. The day you yourself said that I want to be arrested is the day, instead of just clearing out everything in your hotel room, you still kept all those things.
Man, he was planning to have a last go, bro. He planned to have a last man stand before he go, because either way, they're not supposed to meddle in your. That's like the freaky stuff is like people's personal private business.
Yeah, that's true.
So if it's that's what you're trying to arrest me for, I'm definitely gonna get away with it. But
Yeah.
they arrest him on some different charges, and they just bringing all of that into the picture to paint him as a disturbed individual,
He is
which he
disturbed.
is, which he is. But you know,
Yeah, this guy just nasty, man.
yeah, people were not supposed to know all of this.
Mm-hmm. This is nasty. This is nasty.
Hmm.
And goodness gracious. Now everybody has said everything because like a lot of those things that they were said was not supposed to be said. Nastier things
Hmm.
were said. Nastier things were said. You know, when you
Hmm.
are having free calls, a lot of unexpected things happen, Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Nah. And even through all that, it was still going on.
Hmm.
You know, this is nasty. Yeah. Anyway. So Trump just went on a three-nation tour of the Middle East.
Oh, I saw he went to Dubai. Is that place Dubai?
Yeah, he was in Saudi Arabia, he was in
And he
Qatar,
gave he gave
UAE.
that guy a nice necklace.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Trump
did he meet
just
with Putin?
nah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Putin didn't go. Putin was supposed to go to Turkey to meet
Mm,
Zelensky and
mm,
to negotiate this peace deal, but Putin didn't
mm.
go. So
Oh,
yeah.
so Trump is like, I'm not meeting you.
No, Trump is just an asshole. Trump is like, yeah, I think I might go to uh was Turkey to meet Putin, and then once he realized Putin is not going, he's like, yeah, I said I might not go, so Putin decided not to go too because Putin doesn't want to meet Zelensky. So because I said I'm not going, Putin decided not to go. I'm like, yo, you said you gonna man, this guy
You gotta
lies a
win
lot.
all the time, man. You gotta win all the time.
Yeah, yo,
He's a winner.
this shit
He's
is
a
nice.
winner.
Yeah, so and he's apparently he's gonna receive a $400 million plane from
Oh,
Qatar.
wow, that's a
And he
big
was
gift.
complaining all this. Trump was complaining, the Air Force One is 40 years old, and the president shouldn't be riding a 40-year-old plane. And Qatar is like, you know what? We'll just give you one. You can use it for now. And then once you are no more president, you can donate it to your library. I'm like, yo, you are the president of a nation, and you are receiving a bribe from a sovereign state, $400 million plane to use as Air Force One,
But
and
then again, the Air Force One is not like a special plane. He has
it's
like
a special.
special
It's
tech
like
and all that
it's
shit in it.
yeah, it's not just a plane; it's a war machine on its own.
Hmm.
I
So
don't
how?
know, man.
So they're gonna give him a war machine plane,
No, they're
or he's
just
gonna
gonna
have
give him
to
like a normal
customize it.
$400 million plane. you know, whilst Boeing is building a new one. Trump is just complaining because Trump is slick because this is not for the country. This is just for Trump to use until he retires. And once he retires, he can donate it to his library.
Yeah, well, he getting a plane for himself now, a brand new plane, because
Yeah.
he definitely can't. According to the law, he has to take the F1. I think
Yeah,
the
this,
U.S.
yeah.
law.
Yeah, this Trump is nasty, man. This guy,
He's
by
a
the time he finishes
businessman, bro.
presidency,
He's a
he's gonna make so much.
businessman.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, this guy, man.
Businessmen make money, bro. They make
Yeah,
money all the time.
but they treated him fair though. They treated him really nice. I was surprised.
Okay.
Yeah, they treated him really, really nice. Because they didn't treat Biden that way. You need president like that though. Like president that
Well,
everybody gravitates to.
he he, he showed everybody, if you mess with me, I'm
Yeah.
a you up. So, it's like, with that said, everybody on their toes is like, I'm gonna do things the right way. I don't want to have this guy on my in my crosshairs. Like, look at China. China was like, oh, we're gonna any war you wanna have, we're gonna be ready for it. Now,
Yo,
hey, let's have a peace treaty.
yeah. Come to
Let's
find
pause
out.
for 90 days.
Yeah,
It's like, because people can't take that pressure. It's like a lot of pressure doing it by
yeah.
yourself.
I told you the difference between a democracy and a dictatorship is if Trump messed up, they're gonna vote you out or they're gonna impeach you. In uh,
Mm,
in a dictatorship, nobody's impeaching you, nobody's
you're
voting you
dead.
out. The only way out is death, and he understands that, you know, because the people, his enemies, know this. There's no way he's gonna go out peacefully.
Well, there's has been a lot of rumors in the media lately to say, oh, he had a stroke. So
Okay.
it wouldn't be far stretched to say, oh, he just didn't wake up tomorrow. They
Yeah,
already feed those little buzzes out there. Oh, he had a
yeah,
stroke one time. He's not looking too well. He's
yeah,
kind of sick. He probably did some surgery. So then now, if something actually happens to him, they could just,
yeah,
oh yeah, he had a stroke, did XYZ at XY time, and yeah, it didn't work out this time. He didn't wake up today.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So it's the same because even after World War II, in Soviet Union,
Hmm.
Stalin was like a crazy dictator, just killing people and everything, and nobody could do nothing. And
Hmm.
people know we cannot vote him out. He cannot retire. We cannot. Nothing we can do. The only thing we can do is to kill him. And guess what?
He's
His
dead.
friends that he was having a party with every night, every day, poisoned him.
Oh
You know,
wow,
they just
that's
poisoned
sad.
him. And that guy was so strong that he refused to die too. And they were like, "Okay, you refuse to die. We want to make this to look
We gonna
like
help you. We
we
gonna
want to
help
make
you
this
to
to look
die.
as natural as possible, but you refuse to go. So we are also just not gonna call the doctor."
Oh wow.
Yeah, so they just watch him struggle there, struggle there, struggle there, and just kick the bucket. And the people were there watching him.
That's the
Yes,
worst way to go out, man. They should have.
yeah, that's
If
the
I
worst way
were
to.
him, I'd be like, yo, let's just make it quick. Let me
Yeah,
just go to sleep and don't wake up.
mm-hmm.
Give me
Because
too
there's no
much
way you're gonna kill him with a
anesthesia or
bullet.
something. Just
Yeah,
give me too much anesthesia. Let me just sleep, man.
yeah. So
Hmm.
these uh dictators, they understand that like there's no way they are voting me out. So that's why I know maybe they had a change of mind to say, okay, you know what?
Hmm.
Come to find out, even with those bold statements, like there's no way we want respect from America, otherwise there's no negotiation. Come to find out, Trump was right all along that we are secretly negotiating. Trump is a motherfucker, man. Trump
Well,
is a,
yeah,
you know.
he's a
So
businessman, bro.
yeah. So there was a news from South Korea that when South Korean team came to Washington to negotiate their deal, they saw Chinese officials entering the Treasury Department.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, so all along these people were going back and forth to the US to negotiate this thing. And in the public sphere, they were like, nah, man, there's no
yeah,
way we
because in order for them to jump and say 90-day pause, cut tariff to 100 each, 100 and something percent each, they definitely were talking to each other,
yeah,
you know, or
yeah,
they
they
were
did.
walking the channels.
Yeah. And so yeah, so I know this thing was not going to last. I
Mm,
know. Yeah, somebody has to capitulate. You know, somebody has to capitulate. And Trump too. Trump didn't keep his word because I don't know. He realized he made a lot of mistakes.
mm,
Yeah, because you can't just sanction the whole world. You need some trading partners to back you up, and you just sanction everybody. Like, that wouldn't work. So he realized his mistake. So he's like, okay, I'm pausing everybody. I'm just focusing on China. He should have just focused on China from the beginning, but
mm-hmm.
he went crazy. You know,
But then again, he get better deals with everybody now. So either way, he still win. You know what I mean?
he
It's like,
yeah, he only had one deal so far, which is England, and England is like England like they don't really export any not much to the US, right?
mm,
And the only deal he got so far was with England, and people don't even call that a deal. He doesn't have a deal with India. He doesn't have a deal with the EU. EU is saying next week they are planning to sanction America. They're trying to put tariff on American goods next week. You know, so he realized his errors in his ways. He should have just focused on one country at a time, and he just went
mm.
crazy. So I don't know, man. I don't
Yeah,
know.
well, the power got to his head, man.
Yeah,
The
power
power
got you.
got to his head.
Yeah, yeah. He
What you
thought
gonna
every
do?
country was gonna call him, and until he realized no countries are not calling like I thought they would. Like, oh shit, let me just pause it, man. Let me just pause it on everybody. You know, focus on China, and the China one didn't even last. You
Mm-hmm.
know, because he realized the people that voted for him were farmers, and most of their farm produce were heading to China. The pig farmers,
Yeah,
the corn farmers, and the groundnut peanut farmers, they were all
especially the chicken feet. You know,
yeah.
because U.S. people don't eat chicken feet, but in China,
Yo,
chicken
these people
feet
are
is
so bougie
it
and rich. These people are
is
so
like,
bougie.
yo, they love the chicken feet in China, but
They love that shit.
Americans don't eat that at all.
Yeah, and it's not like there's a lot of meat on the chicken feet though. But
But chicken feet taste good though.
yeah,
Can't
but
lie.
you need to have the teeth for it though. If your teeth is fucked up, you can't chew that shit.
Well, it
Mm,
depends on like how they cook it.
yeah,
Like if it's the yardies, then oh,
yeah,
that
yeah.
chicken
These are
feet is
hard,
hard.
bro.
But
Yeah, these are hard.
if it's those bloated up ones, the chicken feet is nice though.
Yeah, but yeah, these taste much better though.
Yardies, you gotta have the stomach for it.
Yeah, yeah,
The
these taste
yardies,
much.
it depends on how you cook it. It's a good idea. Imagine you're trying to make KFC with yardies, bro.
Nah, that wouldn't work.
That wouldn't work. So
That
the
wouldn't work at
yardies,
all.
you have to cook it the right way for it to
Yeah,
be good, or else you would regret it, bro.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm,
That wouldn't work with Yachty. So that's the news, man. That's the
mm.
news for the day. So Trump is heading back now. Secured a lot of he
Okay.
secured a lot of deals though, and um, which is good.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, by
Yeah,
the way, I saw a video I think you posted about Coinbase and the $20 million hack that the guy was saying no to. That guy's a what? The CEO of Coinbase or something?
yeah, he's the CEO of Coinbase.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so they were like, okay, uh, we want 20 million,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna give the 20 million to
White
anybody
hackers.
to find these guys.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, so now these hackers are gonna go to wars because somebody somewhere in China is like, man, I'm gonna find this guy and get about 20 million, man.
But you know what kind of pissed me off when I watched this video? It pissed me off to know that um one of the employees who has
Mhm.
access to your information could just take it and sell it off like that.
Yeah,
That is what pissed me off. Is like, shouldn't these things just be like read only, or like, like when you even you ship your package with like Shunfeng in China, right? They
Yeah.
don't even show your full phone number. They only show a piece of the phone number. So like
Yeah.
people wouldn't get all your important information. And like in this era that we're doing with we're living in this kind of like sim cloning and all these different stuff is
Yeah.
like just because of that is like these people are vulnerable for life unless they
Yeah.
change up all their info,
They have
you
to.
know?
Yeah. And
So it's like
Coinbase
that.
is maybe in Europe they have the GDPR, so it's much more harder for you to access. But in a lot of these third world countries, they don't even though that, so it's country specific, right? So Europe have the GDPR, America have its own MD something laws. In Africa, we don't really have laws that protect like the privacy of information. China doesn't have one. So in
Mhm.
all these other, like Asia doesn't have one. So in a lot of these countries, there's no laws, right? So the people just have like, it's like company focused almost, so that people can do it and not go to jail. They're just gonna get fired from the company, right? So that's where the leak happened from.
Yeah,
So
so that part of the whole thing just kind of pissed me off because like every time you're signing up to an exchange is like these days they want KYC. No
yeah,
KYC, you can't do anything. And then
yeah,
it's just like, come on now. Come on now. You got to be, you know what I mean, much more responsible with that kind of thing because you're asking people to give their passport, give their phone number, give an email. To me,
yeah,
it's like I believe like because of this shit, they should abolish all this information given and just let crypto be what it's supposed to be, anonymous.
yeah.
It's just like all I just need to do is just put in a name, whatever I want to call myself, a
Mm-hmm.
password, and start my account. It's
Yeah,
like why are you making people having to add their email address, phone number, and passport information if you can't even protect it properly like a bank or something?
yeah, that's crazy. It is crazy. It is
Yeah,
crazy.
so that really pissed me off with that part. And I
Yeah,
think
but
because that happened, it had a side effect on their stable coin, the
okay,
USDC. Because like recently I was browsing through Binance and
okay,
normally they offer like bonuses. Like let's say if you put like 400 or 500 USDC, they tend to start offering you the 10% bonus on that.
okay,
But now they lower the rate down to 100. I was like, what?
okay. Shit.
Yeah, so I think they're feeling the pinch. That was a good pinch that they got there.
Yeah, but it's good the guy didn't pay though, because if he had paid, um, according to him, they didn't really infiltrate the whole system, just a subsection of the system. But they still got
Mm.
some customers' details. So, uh, fucking hell, man.
Yeah, so I just hope that all the other exchanges learn from this and like make users information like yeah, you can send email to people, but you can't view the full email information. You can only
Mhm.
use the Binance like or the Coinbase administrator account just to send and receive without even knowing exactly who is who. You know what I mean? That would be a much better system. Like blur out information. Don't have
Yeah,
people like, oh, I can shove a USB and download all this shit. Yo, nah, that's not cool.
yeah,
That's not cool at all.
yeah. And one thing, somebody has to verify the account, right? So once this like platforms goes to a third world, man, third world don't care about what a first world cares about, man. That's a problem. They're always gonna have this problem, you know. And
Yeah.
yeah, they're always gonna have this problem. So um and they want these economies to join their platform, and they want they because even though they are poor, people still want to make money. So you know, so
Yeah.
It
When
is
there's
gonna.
money to make, there's money to lose.
Yeah, that's true indeed. So they're always gonna have these problems. You know, they're always gonna have these problems. They just have to find a better way to mitigate these problems. But you know,
Yeah, I
'cause-
think the blurring aspect can work well,
yeah,
and you can only use the information if you're logged into the platform. So then you know exactly what's going on, and don't
yeah,
make it downloadable. There shouldn't be a download button, man. A
yeah,
copy button. There shouldn't be any copy paste.
yeah, yeah.
Oh yo.
Yeah, so someone is always going to find a smart way to get those things out, man. With these
Yeah, if it,
Ray Ban sunglasses that is recording everything, you can't even
well,
differentiate whether this is a normal sunglass or it's a recorder. The world is getting very
well,
tricky
you
now.
know, mm, Coinbase is a company, right? They should have offices where employees need to go in and then access the information, and all of that should have surveillance and
Yeah,
security checks.
yeah,
Like you walking in the building, you have to go through the scanner, bro.
yeah. You have to.
So that was disappointing, man. When I saw that, I was like, ah, golly.
Yeah, yeah. It's sad. And thank God he didn't, because if he paid, he would have opened up the floodgates. I'm sure they are from either North Korea or Russia, and
It could be China too,
yeah, it could be China too. It could,
because these are the countries who have the best set of hackers and mathematicians.
yeah, they do. And
So,
like, there's no prosecution. Like, a lot of it is state sponsored, you know,
hmm
because in the US, if you get prosecuted, you get like 30 years to life. So there's a precedent like, oh, if they catch you, you're gonna go to jail. But a lot of this North Korea, China, Russia, nah, they tend not to go to jail because a lot of time they hack outside to the country. So the country encourages these things, you know.
mm. Well,
Yeah,
you
so
didn't hack locally, you went international.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah, that's
We're gonna take our cut.
yeah, you know.
We're gonna call it
So
okay, a
like,
rough 50%. Okay, cool. You can go free now.
yeah,
Mhm.
you know. So, but a lot of it was state sponsored, but a lot of it was like mostly focused on like espionage, like state
Mm,
secrets and everything. So these guys just take these crypto things as a side gig,
mm.
you know. Yeah. So the government is
But I
not
heard they
really.
have big teams though. It's like they
Yeah,
don't work alone. It's like a group of them working together. So
yeah. That's why
it's
it's
good.
state sponsored, because you need like a very big resource, like energy resource, in order
Mm,
to hack into these multinational global companies. You need like state level resource to hack into them. A one
yeah.
person team or two-person team can do it. They don't have the resources, you know.
And the worst thing about it, I just think that 20 million that he offering is just gonna be a waste. He's just gonna waste his money.
Yeah. They're gonna release those details anyway. These people don't care.
Mm.
Yeah. These people don't care.
That
Yeah.
money is already in the wind.
Yeah. These people don't care. Once they get paid, they just, you know, yeah. Fucking hell. Anyway, man.
Yeah. Anyway, take care, man.
Yeah, you too, man. Why you not going
Oh,
out?
I'm gonna be home. I'm just gonna keep taking in some soup. Still nursing that hangover.
Oh
I
shit! Why
went to.
Oh, talking about hangover, man. Hold on, man. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I got some.
Oh, you got a bottle of Jack Danny.
I found myself a new drinking partner.
Okay.
Yeah. So yesterday, just the two of us. Just
Woohoo! 2 bottles.
yeah, and I woke up
Yo.
like nothing happened. I went bicycle shopping. Oh
So
Jesus.
you found someone who drinks at night, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Found somebody who drinks some night.
Hmm, hmm. He's your neighbor
Yes,
or something?
it's a she actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Then she has good alcoholic
I
tolerance,
swear
man.
to God. I swear to God, man. Cheers to your hangover.
Yeah, right now I'm just nursing that hangover. I made some soup.
Okay.
I drank a bowl already, but I still feel like I'm hungry.
Hey, damn.
I told you I came in I went to meet Beijing, right? And I was driving that. I went with
How
my
is it though?
well, he's okay. I came in the house like 7 a.m.
Okay.
He's dealing with a lot of stuff, man. A lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
like everybody else, not these days, man.
Now his stuff is like next level
Damn.
because he does the kind of loan shark business kind of thing. So
Yeah,
imagine you lend out a lot of money in a bad economy and then you have trouble getting it back.
yeah. And people
It's
sit
like,
down to on you. But he
and
didn't
a
get your
lit
house documents.
yeah, but he wasn't smart about it. He was not smart about it. Imagine the person was able to go and get money from the bank afterwards after having the documents, and then the bank take their money first when they go bankrupt.
Yeah, that's true.
So he got left in the dust.
Well, he
So
has to find somebody to start breaking legs.
it's like
Mhm. He has to start breaking legs, man.
yeah. I just like so he put himself in that little ant's nest, and the worst part about it, a lot of the money is not even his. It's like
Oh,
get money from other people to
to
give to
loan out.
other people. Yep. So
Oh,
yeah.
damn.
Yeah, so he's in it. He's in it.
Yeah, fucking hell. But the people are still around though.
Well, most likely. Most likely. But
Damn.
the problem is just that the people don't have anything you can take from them anymore.
Oh, damn.
It's like once it reached to that level, it's like,
Yeah.
some people, it's not all of them because he do it to different people. So
Okay.
he's in the midst of it. Oh,
Fu-
we're still live though. We need to go off live.
Oh, I'm
Anyway, guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. And yeah, I'll stay in the backstage though.
okay. Hold on.
Just end the live.
Let me just end this.